live from Facebook too, and you can tell people to go over to YouTube.
As long as they can hear me. Last time people just stayed on because they just thought, then they kept saying it was too low, so I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, if you want to, it's fine. But
Okay, here you go.
what are you live on Facebook? Hey, if you're watching this live here on Facebook, stop it. Just go over to YouTube, follow the link, go to YouTube. We're streaming live on YouTube right now, I think. It's already started. So go to YouTube like that. So we'll see you over there. We'll see you on the other side. We'll give it a couple of minutes because I think it's 9:01. Well, we already started. The show has already started. Can you believe that? Crazy Boozeketeers. Well, hey, welcome to Cocktails with Tiki King here on Tuesday night, episode something. I don't know, 188, 190, I don't know, 600. That's episode 682. So what's going on? Well, all kinds of stuff. It's been having all kinds of fun here at Maggie's farm, making booze, bootlegging, whatnot. Not really, but I did. I put up a batch of Crypticos. The nectar of the gods. This is from this actually is a bottle from Christmas time, which had a little. I used that to toast this new batch tonight. So I'm always excited because it always turns out good, but it's always fun because it's going to take. It has to now sit and age, and then once it ages, then we get to taste it. It's always fun. The beauty of it, for those of you in the know, is that's the thing. That's the beauty of it, is that you know. So what's going on tonight? Well, wow. What's been happening? Well, we had a fantastic Burns night. We did a live stream with the Boozeketeers, but we had a great Burns supper as well, and ate some haggis and had some beverages, and it was a good time. Read some poetry, Producer Maggie got up and wowed the crowd, and it was all good times. Good times had by all, as it were. So what's going on tonight? Well, I'm going to probably get right into it because we're going to be doing 2 cocktails tonight. And the reason you'll see what's going on. So what we're talking about tonight is the Bacardi cocktail. Why? People are like, why Bacardi? What's the deal? Well, I have an affinity for Bacardi because it goes back to my ill-spent youth. There was a bit of Bacardi consumed back in those days, and it continued on until now. It's still going. Bacardi, and also because here's the thing: is that Bacardi has been a bar staple forever, for hundreds of years, thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years. No, I'm at least over 100 years. Since 1862, to be exact. Was when Bacardi was founded. It's actually, the rum itself has been around forever, longer than that, not forever, but, people down there in Puerto Rico, Cuba rather, were making rum going way back, because that's what people did, made rum, drank rum, made cocktails, had a good time. So Bacardi's been around for a long, long time, and so has the Bacardi Cocktail. And the interesting thing about the Bacardi Cocktail, as you will see, is that it bears striking resemblance to another drink. But we're going to get into some minutia about that. So let's make ourselves up one of these here Bacardis and see what the hoopla is all about. So we're going to need a shaker. We need some ice. We're going to need some Bacardi. Hey, and look, I just happen to have some 1888 commemorative. So there we go. Which I figure, if we're talking about a cocktail, it goes back to the way backs. Might as well. What else we need? We're gonna need some grenadine. We're gonna need some lime juice, and We're gonna need some simple syrup. I know I have some. I know it's around here. I know it's here. I know it's here somewhere. It's always here. It's always here somewhere. I should have looked for it and found it before I started the show, and I didn't. I don't know why. What the heck? Where's my simple syrup? There's all kinds of almond syrup. There's all kinds of different stuff going on. What did I do with it? Oh, I put it. It's not stolen. It's put away. There we go. All right. We need some of that. So, open it up for ease. For ease of easing. Okay, so what is in the Bacardi cocktail? Well, strangely enough, let me take a shaker. Half fill it with ice. To that we're going to add, let's see, where's the recipie? 2 ounces of Bacardi white rum. Good stuff. 1, 2. Alrighty, so we got 2 ounces of that. Back there. We're gonna need half an ounce of lime juice. We're gonna need boom, boom, 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. And we're going to need 1/4 ounce of grenadine. And I know what some of you are thinking. Some of you are like, but Tiki King, aren't you just making a daiquiri and putting grenadine in it? Well, yeah. But that's okay, because we're not making a daiquiri, because we put in the grenadine, and that makes it a Bacardi. Not only that, but wait a minute. A daiquiri, by nature, is rum, lime juice, sugar, shaken with ice or blended. It's up to you. You don't have to get all weird about it. I'm going to garnish this with a Luxardo. But here's the thing. The difference between the Bacardi and the daiquiri aside from the grenadine, and I know some of you are going to say, oh, come on, seriously now? Can you give it a try? Or kind of curly here?
Sorry, I was just typing something. Showing it up close.
Should you 3D drink vision?
No. It's good.
Live studio audience. You think that's good? Miss Producer Maggie?
Yes, I liked it.
Yeah. So, the difference between the daiquiri and the Bacardi is not only the grenadine, but the fact that it is in fact made with Bacardi. Now, before you get all, like I said, oh, seriously, really, that's what? Yeah? Yeah. Raw. Yeah. Yeah. And in fact, here's the thing, is that, Bacardi Cocktail first appears in its printed form in 1914 in a book just called Drinks. But after that, there's different ones that are in different books. Hugo Enslin's 1917 Recipes for Mixed Drinks. And Tom Bullock's The Ideal Bartender from 1917. But you know, and actually, let's. I always like doing this. This is kind of fun. Let's. Where's the tones? Where's the volumes? I know I have. What the heck? Oh, there it is. Let's see here. See what Classic Cocktails has to say about the Bacardi. Index. Ba-bum. Benedictine bartenders, bananas, blenders, Blue Lagoon, rum. Where's rum? C, D. This word. Some of these, some books are in alphabetical order, and some are by ingredient. Here, let's see. Rum, Bacardi. The Bacardi, 79. This. Classic Cocktails by Salvador Calabresi. When was this published? This was published in New York in 1997. So this is a fairly modern tome, as we might say. So 97, Bacardi Classic, Bacardi White Rum, fresh lime juice, teaspoon grenadine. Okay, this one actually is drops the Bacardi ratio and ups the lime ratio. So anyway, but still Bacardi, lime, grenadine. Let's see what Mr. Boston. Is this the 60s version? Yeah, it was 1967. Let's see. The Bacardi. Let's see what they say the Bacardi is. Rum drinks. Bacardi. Page 5. It's early on. They want you to get started right away. All right, page 5, the Bacardi. Mr. Boston's from 1960 says 1.5 ounce Bacardi, half lime juice, half teaspoon grenadine. Once again, this omits. So these two so far omitting the sugar. Strangely enough. So Mr. Boston, what did you do? Did you update? I don't know. Let's go back to my Mr. Boston from 1935. How about that one? Let's see what they have to say. I'm always interested in some of these because these ones that seem to go back so far, you know. I kind of like to see where they went and how they went and that sort of thing. Bacardi Cocktail. Bacardi from 1935. Bacardi rum, half ounce of lime juice, half a teaspoon of grenadine. Shake well with ice and strain. Okay, once again, so far, 3 of these omitting the simple syrup. All right, Savoy Cocktail Book. This is the Savoy Cocktail Book from Wales. So we'll see what that has to say. I don't know if it makes any difference. Bacardi. Interesting. Now, this one. Interesting. This one in the Savoy, it says teaspoon of grenadine, 1/3 gin, beefeater gin, 2/3 Bacardi, juice of half a lime. So once again, no simple syrup. So I'm not wondering what's with the simple syrup. Let's see if it's now I'm interested because I think where that comes from is that the fact that that a lot of people interchanged the Daiquiri and the Bacardi with each other. They basically they called them both. Sometimes they had grenadine, sometimes they just had sugar, sometimes they had neither one. So they always had one, you know. But sometimes it'd be a Bacardi, it was actually a Daiquiri. Sometimes it was a Daiquiri, they'd call it Bacardi. But
where'd you get that book?
Which one?
Savoy book.
The Savoy. That's what I said. This one's from Wales.
Yeah, but where did you
Oh, this is our
get it?
Welsh version. When we were in Wales, we popped into the Sir Carmarthenshire City Council Library in I don't know how to pronounce it, Sigor. And we checked it out, but we never returned it because no, I'm kidding. No, we picked up the Savoy cocktail book at the Boozeketeer. That's right, Salt Lake City's own Boozeketeer, down at the address that Maggie will post in the comments because I always get it wrong. It's a 300 and 300. It's like Broadway and 300 Broadway. It's all there on the corner, right around the corner from the liquor store, which is good because you can get at the Boozeketeer, you can get everything but the booze, and then you can just go around the corner and get the booze. So, or how about this? You're over there getting booze, right? And you're like, what do I do with this? You go around the corner to the Boozeketeer, and Ivy's got all your mixers and your mixing equipment and all the things you'll need to turn that booze into something special for your loved one or your pet. Yeah, so pop on in there. We were very excited when we found that book because, one, I've been looking for a good copy of the Savoy for a long time, and two, because it was stolen from the library in Wales. I mean, how much more fun could it be? Well, not for the library, I guess, but Funny thing is, only one person ever checked it out that we can tell, and we probably know who it is. So, alrighty, so Bacardi. If it wasn't made with Bacardi, it was not a Bacardi. In fact, lawsuit went to New York Superior Court and got an injunction saying that bars could not serve a Bacardi cocktail unless it was made with Bacardi. So, when I say, well, it's a Bacardi because it's made with Bacardi, well, that's true. Copyright, Bacardi, all rights reserved. Because, it actually has to be made with Bacardi. And that happened when that was the lawsuit, mid-30s. The Bacardi was like the top selling in New York. It was like everybody's ordering them. It was like, hey, what do you want, Bacardi? Of course you do. But it became, the funny thing is the Bacardi, you're ordering a Bacardi, it became a generic term for pretty much any mixture of rum and lime juice and sweetener. And like I said, they're making it with whatever they had, and it wasn't right. But apparently, as part of the trial, this is kind of fun because I would like to see a movie about this. As part of the trial, they went to different bars and had them make them Bacardis, and then rated how good they were because Bacardi was suing, saying you can't use an inferior product to make a cocktail that bears our name. And they were like, well, how do we know if it's inferior? Who's to say it's, So they went around, they actually went around 2 bars. It's like, they want that job, being like, yeah, I'm gonna take you to court by way of going to the bar is what I mean, So anyway, that was it. That's where the Bacardi cocktail comes from. But I thought that we should try it the other way, which is actually just called the Daiquiri, but made with this Bacardi, with this 1888 Bacardi, because then we can find out what the hoopla was all about, as far as that goes with the them calling one thing one and another thing the same thing, which is both 2, which you can divide by half because there's 2 different cocktails, so it's only 50% each, which really you get to depreciate by half, which still leaves you with half, which is better than nothing. I like that one. Strangely enough, in all my time of imbibing Bacardi, I don't know that I've ever actually had a Bacardi. However, like I said, we're going to push on and see what the deal is with this other one, which was actually in one book, Ensslin. So Hugo Enslin's book, I talked about 1917 recipes for mixed drinks. He takes a Bacardi cocktail with the same ingredients, except without grenadine, and he calls it a Daiquiri. I don't know if that's a Daiquiri. Daiquiri. I'll have you mean a Daiquiri? No! Damn it, with Bacardi, a Daiquiri. don't know what they're thinking, but it could be. Also, you start looking through some of these old cocktail books, and there will be like 30 versions of the exact same cocktail with a tiny difference. I mean, like tiny. Like this one is a quarter ounce of sugar. This one is a third ounce of sugar. This one is 3/16 ounce of sugar, and each one is like, one's called Dragon's Homecoming, and the other one is called the Empire State, and it's like all they're all completely different names for the exact same cocktail. So people used to do that back then because I think that there was probably less ingredients and more people wanting stuff, and people say, I'm tired of that Daiquiri. What else you got? It's like, hey, well, we have the picket fence. It's the same thing, but they throw in a walnut. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, let's see what happens here. Back from whence we came. 2 ounces of fine 1880s Bacardi rum. If I ever get on this ride, I'm going to be pretty excited. Okay, and then half ounce of lime juice. Now, strangely, it's starting to sound like in some ways, like a Mai Tai. Got your rum, got your lime juice, got your syrup. Throw in some orgeat and some rock candy and some orange. Once again, there you go. Start tweaking ingredients. Pretty soon you got yourself a new cocktail. Now this, in my opinion, is pretty much just a daiquiri. But let's see what the insulin was all about back there in 1914. This rum's older than the recipe. Oh, wait. Let's garnish, shall we? I remember one time I garnished ill favor. But I did it with a sprig of lettuce. So, I was forgiven. Not for that, but, Get in there, you bastard. I need a Luxardo cherry picker. Which would be like a regular cherry picker, but cost a lot more. Okay, there we go. Now, Bacardi number 2, also known as the Daiquiri. Let's see what happens. It's not bad. It's not. It's
not bad.
No, it's good. It's just not. There's not. I thought the other one had more character, personally. This basically tastes to me like just a shaken daiquiri. Which it is. I mean, really. I mean, rum and lime juice and sugar. I mean, but that also is the basis of. I mean, that right there is one of the oldest cocktails in the book. Because, what is it? One of strong, one of weak, one of sour, one of sweet. That's the cocktail. That's the cocktail quadrifecta. I don't know what you call it. That's how you make. That's how you can make pretty much any drink. One of strong, which is the booze. One of weak, which is the ice, which dilutes it down. One of sour, lime juice. One of sweet, simple syrup. Now, some people would say 2 of strong, 1 of weak, which technically so did I. But it's that thing of, back when people were dying because their teeth were falling out, getting them to drink anything that was both antiseptic and had vitamin C was a good way to go. That's what I do. Completely medicinal. Completely. It's medicinal. So there you go. There you go, Boozeketeers. Tonight was educational night. Sometimes we don't do it. Sometimes, sometimes it's all about who knows what. Other times, we bring you the facts. The cold, hard, no, it's not hard. It's the cold, booze-filled facts. The factuals, we like to call them. Back where I come from, which is Santa Clara. Kind of. Speaking of coming from somewhere, we're going to be coming from here and going to the Highland Games coming up here in about a month. It's very exciting. We're going to be going out to Calaveras for that. And then Phoenix. Sorry, we're going to Phoenix. Phoenix, Arizona. Don't forget Winona. Flagstaff, Arizona. Never mind. We can forget. Remember, you can forget about Phoenix. They don't count, apparently. No, but they're near Flagstaff by way of roads. You can drive to one from the other. No, we're going out to Phoenix. Then we're going out to Calaveras County. We'll be out in all kinds of places this year. The Wicketakers, come on by and say you're a Boozeketeer, and you can buy us drinks. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing. I know, it's like, hey, you tell us you're a Boozeketeer, we'll pull out the good stuff. If you know what I mean. I mean, if you know what I mean. But that's not what I mean, you people. What else is going on? Oh, I don't know. Maybe giant canoes. That's going on. Yep. Check them out on our website. TikiKing.net. Oh, jeez, it's so heavy. Heaviest canoes I've ever made. With the exception of a real canoe that I made. But I didn't make that one. I just inflated it. But I had to carry it a long ways. So that's something, I think. Yeah. Giant canoes, baby. Giant canoes are where it's at. So go to the website, check it out. If you don't order those, order something else. Have fun. Get on there and be like, hey, I'm going to buy stuff because it's exciting. It's every time I buy something, I'm like, nice, and it's is it convincing? Okay. But no. Anyway, check it out because guess what? That's what keeps us able to buy things like 1880s Bacardi. Is people buying canoes and stuff on the website. But other than that,
special thanks to someone who ever gave you a tip.
I know.
You didn't mention it last
Oh,
time.
that's right. That's right. Which I don't have in front of me.
It's okay.
But thank you. We are always thankful for the tips. If you want to throw, if you go onto the booze portal, tikiking.com/booze, there's not only links to the live stream and links to being able to buy Boozeketeer merchandise, but there's also a virtual tip jar, which if you want to, throw something in there just for the effort, we always appreciate it. And we promise, it's not a hard sell, but we promise we'll spend it on booze. So, but thank you. And thank you for everybody else who just continues to support us and watches the program and mashes that like button and share and subscribe. You just have the little fingers going over.
Smash.
Ding! Yeah, smash. Sorry, smash that like button. See, that's like my like button. Smash or pass. Sorry, that's weird. Is that weird? Did it get weird?
You already got weird over here.
Anyway, yeah, do it. Subscribe. Subscribe. And then you'll get notifications. Because sometimes, now that we have this thing where we can go live all the time on Facebook and whatnot. But then it was always like, you had to, then it was like, I missed it. And then people were like, well, I know, but then there was like 1,000 things I had to scroll through to try and find it. So now, no, go onto YouTube. It's right there. It's right there. You can just go, boom. We may be like, we're driving down the road. Whoa, what was that? A goat? And then Maggie says, go live. And I'm like, boom, push the button. And it's like, what's happening? Oh, we're going live. But here's what will happen on your end. A whole lot less screaming at first. Right. But your phone will go, bing. And you'll look and go, Tiki's gone live. Wait, what? Turn on notifications.
Hit the notification.
Hit the notification button.
The
Wait.
bell.
Wait.
bell.
Wait,
bell.
with the hand. I'm pretending that's like animated.
Ding, ding. It's like the little finger pushing the
Ding!
bell.
Yeah, because they always have that. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my video. Ding! You know. But please, don't forget to like and, well, I'll do it, how about I'll do Bela Lugosi. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos, blah. That's terrible. You know, that Bela Lugosi didn't sound like that.
He didn't say blah.
I know, but the count who loves to count does. I like to count, blah, blah, blah.
No, he doesn't.
No?
No.
What does he say?
I love to count.
1,
'cause I like
2,
to count
3,
things. He just says,
4, ha ha ha,
doesn't say
5.
Yeah.
Who says blah then?
People who are trying to imitate others that don't are doing a bad job. Of
People have been imitating me, probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
From now on.
No, okay. Okay, I'll tell you what, how about Peter Lorre? You should subscribe to Tiki King's live streams. Otherwise, you might wake up to the hand. You won't. That was a terrible threat. Because
How about Christopher Walken? And we should stop. We should stop here.
I don't want to tell you.
We should stop now.
You know the thing about Tiki King? You're right. Alrighty. Thanks, Boozeketeers. Thanks for tuning in. And this has been another live stream. I can say that with honestly. This has been another live stream here on the Cocktails of Tiki King program. Don't forget that your PBS subscriptions don't help me at all. So cancel those. Invest everything in Tiki King. That's all I can say. That's my advice. Because not only will you get a sense of well-being that exceeds most bar tabs. You'll get, if you come with us, you could get a bar tab that exceeds most well-being. And that's something. Mm-hmm. All right, Boozeketeers. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for turning on, and thanks for being here on another Tuesday night. I'm Tiki King. You're the Boozeketeers. Good night and good drinking.